Very warm welcome to Baby Code Free IELTS classes. I'm Tanu Virmani, an IDP certified trainer and a TEFL TESOL certified trainer for you. So I'm back with my live session number 5, which is about strategies for the true false not given question. In the last class, we discussed about what are the strategies for multiple choice questions. I hope it was a helpful session for you. And whenever you are going to attempt multiple choice question, it will help you a lot. Now, today I'm going to deliver a session on the topic true, false, not given questions, which is a very tricky part of IELTS reading module and student face lots of difficulties with. So I will help you out that what strategies you can apply here. Before moving forward to the topic, first I want to discuss about the services we offer. We provide you latest academic as well as the reading module, the general mock test. So you can download free tests every day, but if you're supposed to have your exam in the coming days, you can buy our membership by paying a nominal fee, and then you can have an unlimited test access. You can download multiple PDF format, this mock test. You can take out a printout and practice on a daily basis. Okay. So let's start our session. Let's talk about what are the strategies for true, false, not given questions, how you have to apply those strategies, and how you can ace your IELTS exam. Now, what is true, false, not given question? Once it was session number 2 or 3, I believe, where I talked about the different types of questions. So there itself, I talked about what is true, false, not given question. True, false, not given question means when you have to locate or identify the specific information. You are searching for a particular information. Now, what you are supposed to do here is you have to agree with the statement, you have to disagree with the statement, or you will find something contradictory with the information, or you find nothing related to that information. So basically, you will be having list of statements, and you have to see that which statement is true, which is false, and which one is not given. So in these type of question, you need to locate and identify the specific set of information, and this will be presented in the text as facts, right? The information in the text follow the order of the question. Please mark this statement, that the information in the text follow the order of your question. So your questions are in the order, right? So information you need for the first statement will be found before the information for the second statement. That means if you're looking for answer number 2, you will get before that answer number 1. Okay. Answer number 2 will be afterwards. Answer number 1 will be first. The information for answer number 1 will always be at the first, and then you will get answer 2, then answer 3, and then answer 4. So everything will be in order here, right? The information in the text is actually in order of your question. Now, when you read the statements you have given, that you have to decide which is true, which is false, and which is not given. So make sure if the statement agrees with the information. If the statement agrees with the information, then that statement is said to be true. But if the statement contradicts with the information, or if the statement is opposite with the information, then it is called as false. And not given means when there is no information on that statement, then it is called as not given. Neither the statement contradicts, neither the statement or nor the statement agrees. So then it is said to be not given. Okay, now what are the strategies that you need to know while answering true, false, not given question? There are few strategies which you need to keep in mind while answering these type of questions. These are listed on my screen. You can see the first one is the questions are asked in the same order in which the text or the information is given. As I mentioned before also, the questions are asked in the same order. No need to move here and there. Try to find out the first answer and you will get the second one always after it. In order to know the correct answer, you need to understand the text given and check which fact about the text is true, false, or not given, right? So in order to know the correct answer, okay, if you want to know the correct answer, first understand the text, check with the facts, and then check is it true, false, or not given. Once you are done, make sure you read the first paragraph very carefully and try to answer the questions. If you find the answer, then do not rush to write it. Read the sentence very carefully. Decide whether the answer is correct or incorrect. When you don't find answer in the first paragraph, try to move to the second paragraph and repeat that procedure again whenever it is required. You have to read the information text very carefully to find whether the keywords in the question are present in the text or not, right? You have to locate the true meaning of your statement. Whatever your statement is, read that statement very carefully. Try to find it in the paragraph. Not only keywords. Keywords are only to locate that information, to go to the information, to text only. But you have to read the statement very carefully to get the context. The whole sentence has to be the same context. Now you have to keep in mind that text will be paraphrased, right? That means the question may be worded with synonyms or words that can contained in the text. As I told you, not only look for keywords, look at the whole sentence because it can be paraphrased also. If you look at the controlling words in the information, then you can easily find the fact given is true, false, or not given. Controlling words can change the complete meaning. So make sure you read it very carefully. Do not spend a lot of time on the question. If you cannot find the fact and the information, then the answer is probably it can be not given, right? So do not spend a lot of time. Sometimes words like yes, no, not given, or yes, no, no informations are also used because they may be slightly different because you may have to look for opinion instead. I'm going to deliver a complete session on yes, no, not given also, but I'm just giving you an idea that there can be situations when true, false, not given comes, and then yes, no, not given also comes. So instead of focusing on only the keywords, try to read the sentence completely, identify the answer also, match the facts with the correct and accurate information in the text. Once you feel that particular fact matches with the text, you need to read it again. To know if the fact given is true or false, you have to keep in mind, if the fact is true, then there should be an exact match. That means the meaning of this statement has to match with the meaning of another statement, right? If it is not matching something that is opposite here, then it is called as false. But if it is matching exactly with the statement, then it is said to be true. And if you are really unsure and cannot understand the synonyms given, then you can mark it as not given. Okay. Underline the words which you feel might be the correct answer so that you can refer at the end. Okay. Okay, now let's do this with an example. We will use the following this text and then we will see how it is going to help you. Now, this is a passage on my screen. I'll be showing you how you can make a statement true, like how you know about that statement is true, false, or not given. So let's start this. I'm going to provide you a step-by-step strategy. Step 1, read the question first and underline key information. The first thing to do before looking at the text is to look at the set of your questions. Always, always, always. There are 3 statements here. That means there are 3 questions here. Marie Curie's husband was a joint winner of both Marie's Nobel Prizes. So what you can see here is you have to underline your key information. Marie became interested in science when she was a child. Marie was able to attend the Sorbonne because of her sister's financial contribution. So these are my 3 statements for which I have to look answer for. Since each statement and underline, now what you have to do is scan each statement very carefully. Underline or highlight your keywords. Focus on the key information which is given to you. Keywords are the words that are very important to the meaning of the text, right? Keywords can't be that you can just underline any. No, which you know that yes, these are the very meaningful words which can help you in locating your information. They can be simple facts also, they can be names, places, figures, or they can be the words which help you understand that you focus on the question, right? Your nouns, your adjectives also. Now, for example, in the first statement, you can see that Mary's husband, he was a joint winner of both Mary's Nobel Prizes. So you can underline and highlight the most important information that you will look for the answer. Now I have done for you. So husband was a joint winner of both Nobel Prize. So what you need to look is, was he a joint winner of both of the Nobel Prizes or not? Right. Second, Mary became interested in science when she was a child. So you have to look that was she interested in science when she was a child. Third is that she was able to attend the Sorbonne because of her sister's final contribution. So we will look for all these three. Moving forward, first step you did the scanning part. You read the question first and then you have underlined the keywords. Now what you need to do is you have to scan the text for the keywords. The underlined words you have already done with the underlining. Now what you will do is you will start scanning for them. Now when you highlighted your words and information, look at the text, scan quickly to find the same words or words with the similar meaning, right? The synonym. For example, as you read the statement number 1, you should start thinking of the words that help you find that if Mary's husband was a joint winner of 2 Nobel Prizes. Remember that they're asking about both, right? Both means 2 Nobel Prizes were there, and was he a winner, a joint winner for both of his prizes or not? For statement 1, you can think of words and synonyms like husband, Mr. Curie, both, one, two, second, twice, with her husband, without her husband, on her own, by her herself. So you will start thinking of these synonyms. Look at the text and find the words that relate to this statement. You will see the word soul. This means only. And describe Mary as the only person involved in winning her second Nobel Prize. So sole means that she was the only sole winner. She was the only winner of her second Nobel Prize. So Mary, see the passage here. In the passage, it is clearly mentioned, was twice a winner of Nobel Prize with her husband Curie, and was awarded with 1903 Nobel Prize for Physics, and was then sole winner of 1911 Nobel Prize for Chemistry. So first prize which she had in 1903 was for, like, one was with the husband and another was she was a sole winner. So what you can conclude with this statement? Now read carefully and decide on your answer. When you highlight your keywords and information in the text, then you will be able to decide whether the information agree or contradicts, right? What is in the statement by reading these highlighted statements? So you can look to see if Marie Curie was a joint winner or not. Mary was twice a winner of Nobel Prizes, that is true, but with her husband, she was awarded only 1903. She was then a sole winner of 1911. So the answer is false, because his husband was a joint winner with one prize and she was a sole winner for another, right? So her husband was not a joint winner for both of the prizes, correct? So the answer is false. I hope it is helpful. Now read the statement number 2, read it very carefully. Mary became interested in science when she was a child. When we search the text for the keywords, like we are looking for the information that tells us that she loves science or she was interested in science from an early age, like she was a child. So focus here is to see if Marie Curie was actually interested in the subject of science when she was a child. So now you will start think of the synonyms like interested in science, subject of science, science classes, school science, child, childhood, young girl, school. You will look at all these words. Now from childhood, Mary was remarkable, a prodigious memory for her prodigious memory, and at the age of 16 won a gold medal on completion of a secondary education because her father lost his. So as a child, she had a great memory, right? They're talking about his memory. And at the 16, she won a gold medal. She won a gold medal for her secondary education. So there are only facts that is related to her childhood. There is no mention of science here and her interest in the subject when she was a child. So because we do not have any information about this, that she was interested in science during her childhood, so the answer must be not given, right? You can assume that she was interested in science as she won Nobel Prize, but you must not use any knowledge that you already have to answer these type of questions. You can only use information which is there in the text. You cannot apply your own knowledge here. No assumptions here. Okay. Moving forward, Mary was able to attend Sorbonne because of her sister's financial contribution. So when we search the text to find the answer, to find the reason why Mary was able to attend Sorbonne, we are looking for keywords. Another important keyword is because they have given a reason here, right? For this statement, you need to look for synonyms like money, afford, because they're talking about financial contribution, expensive, Sorbonne University, sister, father, husband, any financial, paid, payment, contribution, contribute, help. So once we start reading the paragraph, try to read the paragraph here and then see, while reading, we can see the following facts here, that her father lost his savings through bad investment. She then had to take work as a teacher. She was able to finance, like she was able to pay for her sister Bronia's medical studies in Paris. On understanding the Bronia would in turn later help her to get an education. In 1891, this promise was fulfilled, and Mary went to Paris, began to study at the Sorbonne. So we read that Mary could attend the Sorbonne because her sister paid for her education. When we scan the text, we look at the facts, we read that father lost his money, that means all his saving, and then Mary had to work as a teacher. We see a word finance and see that Mary helped her sister with her medical studies. We then read that sister would later help Mary to get an education. This was a promise, or in other words, an understanding. So referent word can also help in finding the key information. This basically this promise refers to the promise to pay for Mary's education. So that means the answer is true, right? So once you start reading your paragraph, look at the facts which are required here, and then you will be able to find the information very carefully and very quickly also, and then you can decide your answer and mark your final choice. Now, here is a question on my screen. I would like you to pay attention and start finding out the answers for the same. Read your question very carefully and then find your answer, and then I'll help you with the answers and explanation as well. So first says many scientists thought it was irrelevant to release the aerosol sprays into the stratosphere above the Arctic. So what scientists believe is that it is irrelevant to release. Now from the passage, once you start reading the passage and you look at the information, that there were several scientists proposed the concept of releasing aerosol space onto the stratosphere above the Arctic. Instead, the question has been twisted here, which says the scientists considered the concept as irrelevant. So it was actually relevant because the scientist has proposed this thing. So the answer is false here. It is contradictory. Second says sulfur dioxide aerosol will lead to global dimming. In the middle of the paragraph, read it again. From the second question, middle of the paragraph, it is clearly mentioned that sulfur dioxide aerosol will form a cloud, would form a cloud leading to the global dimming, which in turn leads to global dimming. Dimming refers to reduction in the amount of global direct irradiance at the Earth's surface. So the statement is true here. Third one, the historic volcanic explosions on Mount Pinatubo in the Philippines occurred in the year 1991. Moving forward to this question, it is also mentioned that historic volcanic explosion on Mount Pinatubo in the Philippines occurred in the year 1991. So the statement is true. It is also mentioned in the passage that climate scientists have said that rerouting Russian, yes, yeah, read that also. That is, yes, 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 true. Okay. Fourth one, planting of birch trees in the Arctic region will absorb the radiation. Planting of birch trees in the Arctic region will absorb the radiation. Now see, meanwhile, in the Russian Arctic, geoengineering plans include planting of million of birch trees, but it is not mentioned anywhere that it is not mentioned in the passage anywhere that planting of birch trees will absorb the radiation. So it is not given. Last one, climate scientists says that rerouting Russian rivers will not only increase the water flow in the ice forming areas, but will also help in slowing down the warming. Now read the statement, historic volcanic explosion. Yes, read it from here. Historic volcanic explosion on the Mount Pinatubo in the Philippines occurred in the year 1990. Sorry, move to that statement, rerouting. Yeah, rerouting Russian rivers will increase the cold water flow in the ice forming areas, which will also slow down the warming. So the statement is true. You can check all your answers here. You can also have a look at the explanation also. Moving forward. Okay, so if you like our application, I would really want you to please like all our sessions, do comment, share it with your friends, your family, whoever wants to appear for an IELTS in the upcoming days. Make comment, like on the YouTube, download the baby code application, join our free education campaign so that I can teach everybody free, and you can also join our campaign to teach everybody, and you can learn about the strategies for the IELTS. Do watch our live sessions 1, 2, 3, 4, which already been uploaded. Share your valuable feedback, do the star rating, do comment also if you want me to deliver a particular session on you're facing difficulty with any topic. You can write in the comment section. I will come up with that session and help you out with any kind of queries or doubts, and I can help you to ace IELTS in the very first attempt. Thank you so much for watching our live session 5. Do practice for true, false, not given questions from the reading mock tests which are there in our baby code application. I hope whenever you are doing these type of questions, like multiple choice questions, we have already covered. True, false, not given questions also we have covered today. Now in the next session, I'm going to make a new presentation on yes, no, not given questions. Okay, so it will help you in finding out the answers very quickly. Do apply the same strategies, save your time and find out the answer. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching our session. See you. Bye bye. Take care for the next time.